today I'm going to make pulled pork using the Reed Drummond recipe. We're going to preheat the oven to 300 degrees. The recipe calls for a 5 to 7 pound pork shoulder or pork butt. It is the same thing. I have a 7 pound pork butt, a whole white onion quartered, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, salt and pepper, and you need 2 cans of soda of your preference. We are using Dr. Pepper today, and we've used Barge root beer in the past. 2 cans equals 24 ounces. And a Dutch oven. With your quartered onion, you're going to break it apart and line the bottom of your Dutch oven with the onion. You're then going to take your pork butt, put it fat side up into your Dutch oven. Once you have it in there, you will then pour your soda, our Dr. Pepper, into the Dutch oven over the pork butt. With the oven at 300 degrees, we're going to put our lid on our Dutch oven and place this in the oven. Cooking time can take up to 6 hours. I will start checking mine about 4 hours into it. You want the meat to be pulled apart with a fork easily. So we're 4 hours into the cooking of the pork shoulder. So now I'm going to pull it out, test it, see if it's ready for another 2 hours. When you pull it out of the oven, be extremely careful. There's a lot of fluid in there and you don't want to get burned. You can see it's starting, the bone's starting to come out. Right here, that's the bone. And you're able to start pulling it apart a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna have to go a little bit longer on this, but it's starting to look really good. Cooking the pork shoulder for 5.5 hours, and we're pulling it out of the oven now. Again, be very careful not to spill any of the juices on yourself. Take the lid off. You can see the juices in there. We're going to test it to make sure that it does peel apart with a fork. And as you can tell, it is ready to go, just ready to fall apart. There's the bone. It'll slide right on out. Pull the pork butt out of the cast iron and put it onto the cutting board and let it set for 5 to 10 minutes to let it rest. And as you can tell, it's very difficult to pull out because it is very tender and very heavy. To peel apart the meat, I've bought these gloves at Academy that came with a liner glove, and then you can put your latex gloves on top of it to kind of help keep the heat away from your hands. I'll first peel the fat portion of the brisket or pulled pork off and set that off to the side. Try to take as much of the meat off of that as I can. I'm just going to peel it away. As you do, you can start seeing that the meat will just kind of come right apart for you. And then I'll take that meat as I separate it and put it back into the juices. And we will make, tonight we're making pulled pork sliders. We'll do street tacos with them. And the next day, typically Charlie will take some of the leftovers and make pulled pork grilled cheese. And hope to have that in the next video. We've shredded the pork and put it back into the juices of the Dr. Pepper and the renderings from the pulled pork. And we're going to take a little bit of the pork. You can put it onto a slider, like so. If you like to, you can put a little coleslaw on top of it. and barbecue sauce. And then enjoy.